Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maple, and today's video is actually going to be a little bit different. Usually I just check out new horses or new updates, but we just recently got spoilers that we are getting 2 new coat colors for the Lipizzaners and 2 new coat colors for the Dutch Warmbloods that are going to be releasing sometime soon. And that has got me thinking of what other breeds in the game that I would like to see coat variations for and what I would like for it to look like. So that's what I'm going to be doing for today's video. Side note, I'm basing all of my research off of the internet and mostly Wikipedia, so if I'm wrong about something, you can blame them. Starting with one of my favorite breeds in the game, the Lipizzaner is made famous by the Spanish riding school. Over 90% of Lipizzaners are various shades of gray. They are born dark and lighten with age. Apart from gray, black, bay, chestnut, or dun are also officially recognized. Until the 18th century, piebald and skewbald were also allowed. So obviously in the game we already have a bunch of different shades of gray, and we also have a black coat and a bay coat. So if we're getting 2 new Lipizzaner coat colors this year, like we've seen in spoilers, then it basically only leaves chestnut or dun as the official recognized colors that they could be. But if we're going by the 18th century, technically they could throw in a piebald or a skewbald and really surprise us. The elegant and beautiful Paso Fino can be found with a variety of colors and markings, from chestnut, bay, and palomino to roan and pinto. Luckily, we already have a lot of different coat variations for the Paso Fino in the game because Star Stable seems to love that model. Even for the Magic coat horses, they just keep using Paso Finos over and over again, which I'm not complaining about because I do love the Paso Fino. But there is a lot of coat colors that we could technically get more variations for. Personally, I would like to see a chestnut, like a deep, classic, dark red chestnut, no markings, or just a very small star. When I think of a Paso Fino, that's what comes to mind, so I would really like to see that in the game next. The enormous Shire horse is most commonly bay, black, or gray, with chestnut and roan also being seen, although less common. With that said, Sabino is often found in Shires as well as Clydesdales, and it is usually considered a type specific to drafts. So I don't know about you, but I think a Sabino Shire would be absolutely beautiful. I would love to have that in the game. Sabino horses, I think, are some of the most beautiful horses in the world. I love that coat coloring, and I would love to see more versions of it in the game. The wild Mustang of the American West can vary widely in physical characteristics. Some herds have a light and lean thoroughbred influence, while others have a stocky, almost draft-like appearance. This variety also means that Mustangs can be any color with any combination of markings. I know we already have a Appaloosa Mustang and we have a Palomino Mustang, but I would really like to see at least one more Appaloosa coat for the Mustangs and a Palomino Pinto specifically. I would also really like to see a bay Mustang. I love bays. I feel like they're really underrated, underappreciated, and even though we have a lot of them in the game, I always want more. And finally, for the Mustang, I would like to see a sooty buckskin. We already have quite a few Appaloosas in the game, but we could always use more because there's just so many endless possibilities with the coat colors and the patterns that they can have. Specifically, I would really like to see a leopard with a chestnut or palomino spot. Arabians being one of the most popular breeds in the game, we of course have the Pintabian, which is a Pinto Arabian, and I want the Appaloosa version of that, which is a real thing, and I just think it's so cute, so pretty, and I'm waiting for them to add it to the game next. While most Dutch Warmbloods are solid colors such as bay, chestnut, or gray, Tobiano colors are also possible, although not as common. Since we know we're eventually getting at least 2 new coat colors for the Dutch Warmblood at some point, I would say at least one of them is going to be a pinto of some kind. I would also really like to see a dappled buttermilk buckskin or a flea bitten gray. Tennessee walking horses can be any color. Along with standard colors such as bay, black, chestnut, and gray, they can also be pinto, palomino, buckskin, roan, champagne, and many other colors. Once again, Appaloosa and Sabino is the colors that I want the most from this breed, and that pretty much applies to any breed ever, to be honest. It's my favorite 2 colors. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and please leave in the comments what coat colors and variations you would most like to see in the game next.